Imagine a world without the internet. There are no streaming services, social media, online shopping, or Google. It is difficult to comprehend the extent to which the internet has impacted our personal and professional lives daily. But what would happen if the internet never existed? In this video, I will go into detail about how various aspects of life would have changed if the internet hadn't been invented. How did people manage to stay connected in a world without the internet? Imagine a time when letters, landline phones, and fax machines were the mainstays of communication. The process of writing letters was not merely a leisure activity, but a crucial skill, essential for maintaining personal and professional relationships. People took great care in crafting messages, reflecting the importance and personal touch that each letter held. What would social interactions look like in this world? In a world devoid of online platforms, how would people stay connected with friends and family? Imagine the charm of handwritten letters, the anticipation of receiving a postcard, or the excitement of a long-awaited phone call. Each of these interactions carries a warmth and sincerity often lost in the digital age. Picture busy post offices, the lifelines of long-distance relationships, bustling with people sending and receiving letters. How would public spaces transform in their role in social life? Community centers, cafes, and parks would become vibrant hubs of social activity. These places would witness lively discussions, laughter, and the sharing of experiences and ideas. In this world, socializing is an immersive experience, involving all the senses and creating memories through personal interactions. Would the absence of the internet affect the quality of relationships? Perhaps relationships in this world would be fewer but deeper. Personal visits, attending community events together, and celebrating life's milestones in person would create bonds stronger and more enduring than those often formed through digital mediums. How would young people socialize and make new friends? Instead of online gaming and social media, imagine youngsters meeting in parks for a game of soccer, or in libraries for book clubs. The youth would learn the art of conversation and the joy of real-world adventures. This scenario paints a world where social life is enriched by personal touch and presence, where interactions are more meaningful, leaving a lasting impression on the hearts and minds of people. And how would access to knowledge change? In an age devoid of the convenience of search engines, individuals sought knowledge and news through more traditional means. Libraries and newspapers stood as the foundational pillars of information dissemination. Libraries, far beyond mere repositories of books, emerged as dynamic community centers. They were places of learning, discovery, and social interaction. Individuals flocked to libraries not just to borrow books, but to engage in educational programs, access rare and specialized materials, and participate in community discussions. Newspapers, on the other hand, played a critical role in keeping the public informed. They were the primary source of national and international news, local happenings, and a variety of other topics, ranging from politics to entertainment. The anticipation for the daily or weekly newspaper was a common aspect of life, as it brought fresh insights and updates to the masses. Morning and evening editions of newspapers were eagerly anticipated, with readers often having their favorite sections or columns. In this era, newspapers were not just sources of information. They were a vital part of daily routines and a key player in shaping public opinion and discourse. This reliance on libraries and newspapers fostered a slower pace of information consumption, where reading and comprehending took precedence over the rapid scanning often seen today. The value of information was deeply appreciated, as acquiring it required a more deliberate effort. In essence, libraries and newspapers were not just sources of information. They were central to the educational, cultural, and civic life of communities. Picture a time when television and radio ruled the realm of entertainment, long before the age of streaming and on-demand content. This was an era where families congregated in living rooms, united by the glow of the television screen, eagerly awaiting their favorite shows. Television during this period was more than just a source of entertainment. It was a cultural phenomenon that brought people together, fostering a sense of community and shared experience. Iconic shows and broadcasting events became topics of conversation, uniting viewers across diverse backgrounds. Radio, with its mesmerizing power, was equally influential. It wasn't just a medium for music, it was a vital part of daily life, providing news, entertainment, and a connection to the wider world. Radio DJs, with their charismatic voices and knack for selecting the right tracks, became household names. They had the power to influence music trends and introduce new genres and artists to the public. The excitement of waiting for your favorite song to play, the joy of hearing the DJ announce it, and the communal experience of knowing others were listening at the same time added a unique charm to radio listening. In this era, the consumption of music and movies was markedly different. Without streaming services, physical sales of vinyl records, cassettes, CDs, and DVDs were the norm. People cherished their collections, and owning a physical copy of an album or film was a source of pride. This tangible aspect of media consumption created a deeper connection between the audience and the art, something that is less prevalent in today's digital landscape. The golden age of television and radio was a time when entertainment was not just about personal consumption, but about shared experiences. It played a significant role in shaping cultural and social dynamics, creating memories and bonds that lasted a lifetime. Let's take a step back in time to the days before the digital revolution transformed education. How did students acquire knowledge when online resources were non-existent? In this era, the heart of learning beat within the walls of classrooms adorned with chalkboards and lined with rows of desks, each holding a stack of textbooks. The distinct sound of chalk against the board, as teachers meticulously explained concepts, was a common melody in these halls of learning. Students diligently took notes, often rewriting them to aid memorization, a stark contrast to today's quick Google searches for information. But what about those who couldn't attend a classroom? Distance learning existed, but in a vastly different form. Correspondence courses, where lessons and assignments were sent back and forth through the mail, were the only option. This method of learning, though innovative for its time, had limitations. It often resulted in a delayed exchange of information and feedback, making education a challenging pursuit, particularly for students in remote or underserved areas. Moreover, this slow pace in education had a ripple effect, extending to the realms of scientific and technological progress. The dissemination of new research and discoveries took significantly longer to reach the academic community and the public. Medical advancements, technological breakthroughs, and scientific theories often remained confined within the walls of institutions for extended periods before they could benefit society at large. The evolution of technology. In our envisioned world without the internet, technology evolves along a different trajectory. This scene delves into how these changes unfold, painting a picture of innovation driven by different needs and limitations. Without the global connectivity that the internet provides, technological advancements focus more on localized solutions. Instead of striving for worldwide networks, engineers and inventors channel their efforts into enhancing and refining existing technologies like radio, television, and telephone systems. These become more sophisticated, reliable, and accessible, serving as the primary means of long-distance communication and information dissemination. In the realm of computing, without the internet, driving software development and data sharing, we see a surge in powerful standalone computer systems. These systems are designed for specific, high-performance tasks, leading to innovations in computing power and storage capabilities. Furthermore, the absence of digital connectivity results in a heightened emphasis on mechanical and electrical engineering. Innovations in these fields drive progress in manufacturing, transportation, and domestic appliances, improving everyday life in tangible ways. As we explore this scene, we're reminded that technological progress is not a one-way street defined solely by digital advancements. It's a vast and varied landscape, shaped by the needs, challenges, and aspirations of its time. The absence of the internet in this world steers technology down a path of localized ingenuity, focusing on enhancing physical interactions and experiences. What about information security? In a world where the internet never emerged, the landscape of information security presents a contrasting picture from what we know today. In this realm, the focus shifts significantly from cyber threats to physical security risks. Businesses and government agencies invest heavily in robust physical security measures. Secure vaults, advanced locking mechanisms, and well-trained security personnel become the norm, guarding against potential physical breaches of sensitive data. In this alternate reality, data is primarily stored in physical formats, such as documents and files rather than digital databases. This leads to an increased emphasis on controlling physical access to these records. Information security in this context is about safeguarding tangible assets from theft, espionage, and unauthorized access. Security protocols involve meticulous documentation and verification processes, ensuring that only authorized personnel have access to sensitive information. Furthermore, this scenario highlights the importance of internal security practices. Organizations conduct regular security audits, background checks on employees, and strict monitoring of physical entry and exit points. The risk of information leaks stems not from hackers in distant locations, but from potential insiders or infiltrators within an organization. In this world, the concept of information security is intertwined with notions of trust and loyalty, as the human element plays a more central role in safeguarding information. The absence of the internet and digital connectivity brings about a heightened awareness of personal responsibility in maintaining the confidentiality and integrity of information. This exploration invites us to appreciate the nuances of our digital world, while reminding us of the timeless value of personal connections. It's a reminder that even in a world brimming with technology, the essence of human experience remains constant: the need for connection, understanding, and shared experiences. As we return to our world of instant digital connections, let's carry with us a newfound appreciation for the simple yet profound joys of life that transcend technology. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and who knows what other fascinating journeys we might embark on together.